no contact. He just went no contact.
So the guy that you said that changed his number.
Yeah, he said, no, it ain't none of mine. I already have, I've been fixed. He said he can no longer have babies. He had vasectomy, whatever the men have. Yeah, so I knew it was Carter's then, because Carter had that white background too, so. So there's no more family left on his side, except maybe cousins and stuff, you know. And I know he used to hang around with Carter. Used to hang around with white people a lot. So, yeah, you know, if she find it, I would be so happy, you know.
Yeah, she definitely looking.
Yeah.
Cause that girl, when we went to them people's house, I didn't see no pictures that looked like white people nowhere. They was all.
And because it wasn't his house. It was that old lady's house.
The auntie or somebody?
No, that was his girlfriend, the girl that was taking care of his ass. A dark-skinned lady.
Somebody was like, yeah, I think I remember something about, she said she thinks she remembers something about Naomi saying that, you know, she had a baby or one of the kids. And I was like, okay, well, this is her, you know. So she was like, well, you can look at the pictures or whatever, because I was looking at everybody's face and nobody looked like her.
No, because those all was her family. There wasn't none of his family. I even
his girlfriend's family?
Yeah. So I don't know how she was going to expect to get. And then Carter wasn't even in his house. His mom wasn't even in his house. Because I used to go over there quite a few times to visit, you know. Because I was wondering that they hadn't found him. Then he was like, what do you call that? John Doe. For a whole year before they found out they found him in an alley in Los Angeles dead. So they went on and buried him after a year, and that's when Craig found out. Now he dead. So the mom, the dad, the children, they didn't have no sisters. They just had them two twins. That's all she had was them two twins, them two kids. Well, I hope she do, you know, because I sure try to call him, because I had his number and everything, and I said, dang, I shouldn't have told him anything about the baby. I should have just, because I said, I think this baby might be yours, because she was light. And then I seen his baby. I said, well, they light too, so that, you know, and for potential. But I told her already that, you know, I told her that at the beginning of our relationship that the white man. I said, well, you know, you could be white, because it could have been that white man that I had sex with that one time. You know? And so I already told her, so maybe that's a good thing. She looking and she fine.
Yeah, because I think she gonna,
tell her to go towards El Dorado Hills in Sacramento.
El Dorado
That's
Hills?
where they lived at.
Oh, okay.
That's where he had and tell her also that he owns nothing but real estate everywhere. He's a real estate agent. Him and some girl, Bob and Cheryl, or Don and Cheryl. It's one of the Bob or Cheryl or Don and Cheryl real estates. Because I'll never forget the real estate part, you know. And I said, them motherfuckers had big money. That's why that motherfucker disappeared. You know, that's what I was thinking before. And then,
how'd you meet him?
Downtown at, what's the name of those restaurants called? Some restaurants called, I'm gonna get it. Cause people don't go there hardly no more. It's right there, like when you're going down, let's see, as I used to, Carol's Restaurant.
Carol's, was that like a diner?
Yeah, it's like a diner. Carol's had all the good breakfast late at night and shit like that. Yeah.
I think I remember.
Carol's Restaurant, Carol's Diner,
And
yeah.
I think that wasn't the only
No, it wasn't.
location either.
No, they had a
Okay.
whole bunch of them. That's where I met him at, right downtown at Carol's.
Hmm.
And I was sitting there eating breakfast, and he came and talked to me. And at that time, I called myself was out there. You know what I mean? Because I tried that one time, and I said, no, fuck that, fuck that. And that's who I was out there with, Carter. Yeah, so yeah, I said fuck that, and I just left him alone and went on about my business. But me and him saw each other again because we just met that day, and I was about that money, you know, that big money. Until I learned my lesson that the first time because after our first time, we went to a real big, nice hotel, man. I said, oh yeah, I think I can handle this white boy. That motherfucker disappeared. But he gave me his number, and I talked to him on the phone a few times. If I can go all the way back to my phone records from Haywood Street, I still know that number though in Haywood, 9225808.
Because you must have been about 21 or 20. 20.
Yeah, I was 20 years old.
And
when I had,
so he must have been about that age too. Like
no, that was an old man.
he was
Older. He
Like
might not
how
even
long?
be here this day. Well,
He was 20.
Cheryl-
So maybe he was like.
Cheryl was. I think they probably, if I was in my 20s, they had to be in their 30s, maybe 10 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Don or Bob, real estate.
How he look? Like, did he?
Nothing like Alicia. She don't look nothing like him. She look more like the Underwoods to me. But Bella has the favoritism a little bit.
That little girl, she is so cute. But I was she looked like her damn mama. Shit, that's a spitting image of. But I was wondering if you like.
But her eyes are different than her mom's.
Yeah.
She got them little big beady eyes.
Probably from her dad. Side, but
yeah, from her daddy. Yeah. But
I think
her oldest son, Brandon, looked just like them when they was young. That's what I'd be tripping off of, because Brandon looked just like them. You know, I saved pictures of Brandon to come, and that's
the picture that you showed me of Carter. Well, did you ever?
He was on drugs by then and all messed up. He didn't look like the Carter that I really actually met.
Kind of looked like Oliver skin tone and hair.
No, they was the pictures because they had the old time pictures back then.
Oh.
But that nigga had that. They had cold, curly, just beautiful hair, you know. But they put them perms in there to make themselves look like Superfly, because they thought they were pimps, you know. More pimp using drugs, you know. Yeah.
Well,
She'll find out. I mean,
yeah, I'm just wondering, like,
she's
if
really
you
out there.
remember the features of the white man, like if he.
Of course, if I saw him again, I know who he is. Yeah, I remember
Like
his features. And I don't see no features in her kids though. But you know, you just never know.
I know, because my baby don't look like his daddy.
No, he sure don't.
I wasn't fucking around.
Yeah, nothing like him. So you know. They could be, because I told her when I first started talking to her, I told her about the white man, that I had sex with a white man once. But I had it several times with Carter. So in between that time, because I was having sex with Carter way before I had sex with the white boy. At least about 3 times, and then I had sex with the white boy. And then, I think maybe was it twice that I had sex with the white boy? The first time we met, no. We changed numbers. He called me. He told me he wanted to take me out to eat and stuff like that. And he gave me a wad of money too. Wad of money. And it's like, well, I gotta take care of my kids the best way I can. And he's not that bad looking, so hell yeah. I thought maybe I was gonna hit the lick, you know, and end up with a white boy. But I don't think he was into it like that. I think he was mostly into finding a sexual young girl, you know, some younger girl, and not no baby thing, because he told me before we started having sex, he said, don't worry about anything. I've been fixed, and I can no longer have any children. I'll never forget that. But then after she was born, it's like, I started seeing him, and it's like, the fuck, this motherfucker told me he can't have, because Carter was gone by then, you know, this motherfucker told me he can't have no motherfucking kid. I'm finna call him. I shouldn't have said, something told me, don't call, don't say nothing, wait. Wait until you get your shit straight, you know, because, but, you know, I wasn't taught shit, so I didn't know which moves to make, you know. I mean, I could have went down there to the welfare department and I had a business card and everything, put all that motherfucker down, just child support, you know. But mama them don't take.
Sometimes you don't know going into
angry.
the situations, because I remember Renee
I'm
said she
angry.
realized that she could go down there and get her food stamps. Like Edna helped her get on food stamps and get housing and stuff. So it's a lot of stuff when you're young, unless somebody tell you.
And they was right there with me. I was in housing. Before she, when did she start having babies?
After she started having babies, she didn't realize she can get her own stamps and her own housing.
Oh yeah, she was in Texas then too when she first had her first one. So her daddy probably was getting them, because that's who he was at that time. And then when it's time for her to get them, she found out, because she started learning how to work the system better than anybody. But it was really hard being raised up with my parents. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised I ever came out of that. That's something kids don't come out of.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they say when you go through a lot, that it's supposed to build character. You know, like when you go through a lot of trouble, a lot of trauma and shit like that, like you know how to navigate through it.
Exactly.
Like, you know,
I'm a friend. That's what everybody that I'm around and I've told my story to. And you're a hell of a person to get through all that. Because I told it from the beginning to the end, and one lady told me, man, I tell you, if you just wrote a book, I'll help you. But I told her, if I write it down, it's gonna hurt more than anything. So now that I've gotten that out, I want to just let it go. I said, because if I write a book, you see, this
maybe that'll help. You know, and sometimes
right now I'm good though. I'm good.
Sometimes people help you. You know, like
I'm good. I don't talk about it no more. And when I do, it's
shit. If you talking about it's strength. Put it like this. Like if you talk about it so much, you put it in the book. Shit, you can make money off the shit you.
I know, and that's what she said too.
You know.
Yeah, from all the way from the beginning to the end, because I remember ever since I was 2. I do remember everything. And my Uncle Bonnie, I don't know how in the hell you remember everything when you was 2. Ross couldn't believe I remembered everything when I was 2, because y'all kept me confined to watch you, to look. So all I had to do, it was just sinking in. I could have been a crazy person. I really could have been a crazy person. But guess who helped me along the way? Old people in the neighborhood. I ran to between the time I was 2 and 5. I had a little ugly tricycle, and I ride down there. Aunt Sue and all the other old people in the neighborhood loved them some me, and that's where I got all my life. Just like how Kai was running around looking, That's what I was doing. That's why I don't be tripping on him.
Live your life. Live your
Yeah,
best life.
I was living my best life. I had apples and bananas over at Aunt Sue's house and oranges over down the street. I had chili because they had best beans in the world. Beans and cornbread. That's all they ever do. We call them tear gas. Cause that's all they ate was beans, and that's all you smell. And then there's some people on the corner. I had tacos. I had everything, and they didn't even look for me. The people had to tell me, "Go
You
on,
know what?
go
That's
on
a trip
now."
because I